What's going on, everybody? Chase here with Beyond the Real, a Star Wars podcast, doing another Lego build video. This time we're going to be doing Luke Skywalker and Landspeeder. Comes with a little bit of scenery here. You got a little cave with Jawa, you've got a C-3PO, and of course we've got the man himself, Luke Skywalker, with his little poncho.
Chewie, punch it! Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it!
Punch it!
Go ahead and pull this bad boy out. And here we go. Well, that was a lot of fun. Now it's time for my favorite part, the review. So I had brought out the new, well, it's not really new at this point, but the line that they did a little while back of the 6-inch scale vehicles. They made the Landspeeder here, and I actually really like this one. This is probably one of my favorite figure accessories or vehicles that they've come out with in a while, just because I like the detail of it. They've got all the stuff under the hood that you can take a look at. They've got that exposed engine on the side there. Really a great vehicle with that little slug thrower rifle as well. I just think that's really cool. One of my favorite weapons in Star Wars is that huge long slug thrower. So I was actually happy to see that they included it here on the new Landspeeder, and I think they did a pretty good job at this. Lego has been getting a lot better at getting more intricate, making things look a little bit more realistic, I guess you would say, as realistic as you can get with Lego. Lego, I feel like in the past, used to have a lot of what I call exposed brick. You don't get as much of that these days. There's actually quite a bit on this one here on the top. But you do get a lot more paneling in modern Lego than I think we used to, which I like. It makes it look a little cleaner, a little better for collectors. But no, this is a cool little set. I like the little way they have the back engine or jet, whatever you want to call that, kind of swivels down, and then you can open up the back and expose a little compartment where you can keep, you know, his little macro binoculars or extra guns or anything like that. Or if you are like me and you have an R2-D2, you can stick in your little R2 back there, and all of a sudden you've got the whole gang hanging out in the Landspeeder, minus Obi-Wan, of course. Which I do need to get an Obi-Wan minifig. I don't think I have one of those. None of my sets have come with an Obi-Wan. That's pretty cool. It does have that little spot for the slug thrower. Now this really looks nothing like the slug thrower that we see on the Kenner line, or I mean the Hasbro line, Black Series, or what's in the movie. But it's Lego. You know, they take what they have and get it as close as they can. I think it's actually the same exact rifle that Cara Dune has in the Mandalorian kit. I've got the AT-ST here that I did a video of, so go check that out. That's on the channel, where I interview with Calvin, a lifelong Lego fan. We talk Lego while we build this together. But yeah, the minifig that came with this, I think has the exact same gun. So we see that a lot in Lego. No, it's a good build. It's pretty minimal. It's a small one. Only 236 pieces on this one, so it was fairly easy and fairly quick to put together. I do like the little cave that they have. One grievance I have, if you will, is the way they have it on the box. They show him facing straight on inside a little hut there, little cave. He doesn't stand that way. The way they have it in the photo is he's just kind of free floating around because he can't stand sideways with the way the little holes or pegs are lined up, which isn't a big issue. That's a total nitpick. I like to display mine very similar to the way they have it on the box when I do a display. So I like it to be able to sit in a little better and to clamp down. But again, that's a nitpick. That's not really an issue with it. But fun little thing. I do want to compare it real quick. Oh, real quick. What I want to show is how cool the seats are on this one. A lot of cool innovation on the seats, where these seats kind of fold forward and backwards, and they're have what looks like a padding on it. It's a much more realistic looking seat than what we've seen in Legos in the past, where they have that pre-molded seat that they'll just kind of throw in on most Legos. Yeah, the minifigs are great. Luke's hair looks a lot better than it used to on the old figs. Little C-3PO is pretty great. Not a whole lot to those ones. I do like the stickers with the exposed wire and the rust they have to put on it. I'm not a great sticker placer, so it doesn't always look great when I do it. But what I wanted to do is compare it a little bit with some of the old Landspeeders that we see. I don't have any, unfortunately, but I do have the Star Wars Visual Dictionary Lego edition. So I was just going to look it up real quick, and I wanted to look at what differences we get. Okay, so here's the page that has, see if we can get that without too much glare on the light there. It has the snow speeders, or sorry, the land speeders from the past. The original one, not very great. It's very squared off. They just have their regular square, like, car windshield that they put on it. Of course, Luke and Obi-Wan have the exact same hair, just in different colors. Everything is that kind of cream color. There's no stickers. The next one they did a little bit better. They've got kind of these cool piping that go through on the front. But again, you've just got your regular square car windshield, and then the two seats that I was talking about. All the jets are silver in one piece. Definitely not as intricate as what we are seeing here. So this one is a much better design in my opinion, much more fun build to make, and a lot more displayable. So I definitely give it a thumbs up. I would recommend to buy if you're a fan of Star Wars or Lego. I've got a couple more sets that I got that I'm going to be building and reviewing, so stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys.